This time we have Teashhur Dekan. Hi.
Hello.
Should be presenting to us? No, actually, presenting is a wrong word. It's for me, I like it to keep it casual, to not give distance with you guys. And today you're sharing with us. Yes. Okay. Please take it away.
Just to give a bit of context behind the song, it's actually about a journey with someone very close to me who had cancer, and it was just about that whole journey and how difficult it can be. And so for me, it's quite a personal song and quite, reminds me of difficult times. But it's helped me a lot to kind of verbalize those kind of emotions. So this song's called Over Now. I'm not erasing you, I'm not replacing you, no. I'm just trying to find my way. When I was a little girl, dreamt I'd find someone a lot like you, but it's over now, and 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 it's over now. We found a way to cope. We filled our lives with such hope. I'm trying to find the answer. We searched both far and wide. We took what came in our stride. We didn't find the answer. And it's over now, 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 and it's over now. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's Is this the way that you will go? Is this the path that hurts us so? And will you always have a hurt that's there inside? I cannot find the words to say, I cannot find the words to pray. I did not leave you for a second or a day. You know I fought the way I should, I only fought the way I could. I fought the fight for you and him, but I cannot stay here with you. I have to move along, I have to move, 'cause it's over now. And I hold you near, and I hold you dear, and I hold you so close I can almost feel you breathing. hold you near, and I hold you dear. I hold you so close, I can almost feel you breathing. And I hold you near, and I hold you dear. I hold you so close, but I cannot feel you breathing, 'cause you're not breathing. Thank you.
Okay, so just a question that popped in my mind is that this song that you've written, right, and actually your entire album that you have done is really on your personal journey. Is that
Yeah,
it?
it has definitely been about a personal journey. Like, this is one of the first songs that I had written about that sort of time in my life, and so it kind of opened up the way for a lot of other songs. So they're not all about that, but it's just at that time in my life, you know, there was a lot of similar emotions. So it kind of gave, I'd been songwriting before, but it gave me more conviction and something that, you know, was a really powerful message to write about. So yeah.
I see. And how did that transit into a fundraising?
Yeah, so it was around 6 years ago that that he died, and recently I had this idea that I would go to Dubai because that was where he died, and so I was just there over the weekend. So I thought it would be good to raise money for cancer support and also to perform a tribute concert for his friends and family that was still there. We actually were able to raise a lot of money internationally because so we raised around $3,500 just from the one night concert. So it was really moving, the people that donated and sent messages, and it was like going full circle, back to Dubai where all these things had happened, but going more with a positive message that cancer and losing a loved one can be really devastating, but with time you can heal, and you can also do positive things with your grief to help people, and to, time does heal, they say, and while it doesn't change the past, you can always make the most of what you have. So that was kind of the message for the concert, was let's remember the people who have gone before us, but then out of respect for them, we should make every minute count. And that's what I'm trying to do with music, and it sounds like what everyone else is doing as well, is trying to make what they do, their art, really count for something to help other people and to raise awareness about how people are affected by hardship or illness or poverty. So yeah, that's why it's important for me, and it was just a really great thing to do, and I really enjoyed it. So.
I see. Okay, thank you so much, really. Just a final question. In a sense, I actually wanted to ask Siraj and Drew, but it just slipped my mind. The feedback. I'm really, really interested in finding out on the causes that we have been embarking on, and the things that we have been really a stand for. It's just creating and supporting, fundraising-wise or anything. How has the feedback been so far? For your Dubai gig, you raised $3.5 thousand, right?
Yeah,
okay.
$3,500.
What was the feedback of the organizations that you?
Well, I raised for Macmillan Cancer Research, so they're a pretty large organisation, and the reason I chose them was because they not only do research, but they support families who are going through those difficult times. So I mean, I haven't had feedback from them except that I was in the top 5% of fundraisers for them that month, so that was good. But in terms of people, the feedback's been really fantastic, just supporting and sharing the links and people donating. I think it gave them a platform to remember their friend and not feel that it was inappropriate or anything, because it was something that I was doing. So I think everyone was really, I got lots of messages and people saying good luck and we're thinking of you, and yeah, it was really nice feedback.
I see. Yeah, Drew.
Yeah.
Oh, I got this one. The feedback from the people.
The people that you have helped.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Health Serve was the organization that we
Uh-huh.
went to for the first installment of Because, and they provide care, medical, legal,
Mm.
also advocacy for our migrant workers, the people who built this country the way it is. You know, the feedback we got was just, it was overwhelming sense of appreciation that we were going to do this for them. And while we didn't manage to actually bring in any migrant workers, we felt it wouldn't be appropriate because it's not, perhaps their style of music or the environment for them. But it's definitely something that we're, we want to do in the future, and to have that direct connection with the people we're actually helping. The feedback we got mostly for that event was from the crowd, from the people who attended, and it was a sense of involvement from everyone, singing along to every word and hanging on to every beat of the music, knowing that the whole room is kind of pulsating as one, with that heartbeat, with the beat of the music, with the beat of the cause that we're standing for, and I feel like the convergence of the two worlds of entertainment or socializing with a cause, doing it for something, there's a big area of where we can put the two together. I feel, it could apply to anything really. Yeah, so we just, I'm the music man, and Melissa is the events business woman. She's incredible at that, so we just marry the two of them together to go and do things for humanitarian causes. Yeah.
It's great. And for Feminadia, both of you all, it's ongoing, right? So there hasn't been a result that you can actually see. Is that right? Okay.
It's always great that I think that whatever that we do or feel impacted and compelled to write for certain causes, we use it, and we use it for a greater cause. And it may not raise any funds. It certainly will raise awareness or stir something in people's hearts, and it will, through all this little movement, we can ideally saying that we might possibly make certain difference to certain people who need it. Yeah, so I think, do you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I haven't even gone to perform yet, but just collecting the instruments, right? I've really seen feedback from even musicians within the community. I mean, the fact that somebody's doing something about a community that nobody else bothers to think about much, right? It brings light naturally to this group of people that other people, I mean, we're all consumed with our own lives most of the time. And many people are marginalized because of that. I mean, not all of us even, in a day, do you even think about, I don't know, starving kids in Africa, elderly in Singapore? No, you don't. But the fact that somebody is doing something brings light to people that otherwise, would be completely, utterly forgotten. Yeah, so, even just collecting the instruments, it's really warmed my heart to see how people just want to give. Sometimes you just need somebody to say, hey, let's do something for a particular group of people. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're going to close it off with a song called Imagine by John Lennon.